Hey everyone. First of all, a bit of a note, I will be attending the 2016 NFL Spring League meeting in Charlotte, North Carolina next week. Now, many of you have read that the Subsidy, the Raiders, are seeking for, and Majestic Realty, who's partnered with the Raiders and Mark Davis specifically, are seeking is $780 million. But the representatives for Majestic Realty have added that they intend to establish a tax increment financing district around the stadium, including ancillary structures, new structures, and then use that to recover their costs. Now, from the language I have read coming from them, and my knowledge of how to calculate tax increment financing revenue, which goes back to my time first as an intern with the Oakland Redevelopment Agency, then later as a consultant to the same agency and a number of agencies around the state of California, I can tell you that they're going to add the stadium into that in such a way that the stadium is 51% privately owned, because that's the only way, as well as the other buildings, they will all be privately owned, because that would be the only way they could pay property tax. A public organization cannot, in effect, pay a property tax to itself in these instances. So, what you would have is stadium included, the assessed value for that stadium clocking in about 1.4 billion. So a conservative 30 to 40 year tax increment revenue throw off would be $200 million. 780 million plus 200 million is 980 million, almost $1 billion in tax subsidies, because that property tax normally goes to Las Vegas and Nevada area schools and other services, police and fire, that would be given up unless, of course, the city and the Clark County negotiate what's called a pass-through, where they pass through a percentage. But I digress. Without that pass-through, the money that they would normally get from from the new development is gone. From property tax is gone. Their only hope is sales tax revenue. That's it. But again, they would be giving up $1 billion total. That's $780 million from an increased hotel tax, which is really slated for the Las Vegas Convention Center expansion. Okay, plus property tax revenue generated from the planned buildings, including the stadium in that area. That would be the largest subsidy for a football stadium in NFL history. Enormous. I can tell you that's not going to happen, but that's the way the Raiders Stadium lines up right now, and no one can deny that. Stay tuned. See you at the NFL owners meeting, at least by Twitter, by YouTube, by photograph. Follow me at Zenny62 and Zenny62.com.